Hello everyone, I am Srishti Mandre from CSE A section. Now we are going to explain infinite loop in each child process. Each child process runs an infinite loop occupying CPU and memory resources continuously without terminating. Now I am going to explain the code step by step. The overview is this program demonstrates an infinite loop that creates child processes using the create process function in Windows. Each child process executes an infinite loop consuming system resources indefinitely. This code can be used to stimulate a fork bomb or stress test system resources, although it's generally dangerous and should only be studied for educational purposes. First is including libraries. Include Windows.h and include stdio.h. As we all know, stdio.h is used for input or output functions like printf, and Windows.h provides functions and constants for Windows APIs such as create processes. Next is infinite work function. dword vnappy infinite work lp void ip param while 1 return 0. Here child process performs infinite work. This function runs an infinite work, that is while 1, simulating a process that never ends. dword vnappy, it specifies a function that runs in a separate thread. vnappy defines the calling convention. lp void ip param, it is a placeholder parameter. It is a generic pointer type and it is used in Windows API to pass data to the threads. Next will be continued by my team member Kushala Patil.
Hello everyone, now I am going to explain the next part of the code, that main function. Int main, the program continuously creates a child processing in an infinite loop. Startup info SI, structure to specify the attributes of the new processor, example window appearance. Process information PI, structure to receive details about the created processes, example process ID. 0 memory, sets memory to 0 for the given structure to avoid the garbage values. 0 memory of SI, size of SI, clears the SI structure. 0 memory and PI, size of PI, clears the PI structure. And the next part is configuring the startup info. Si.cb is equals to size of Si. Si.cb is size of the startup info structure. This must be initialized before the calling create process. Next part will be explained by team member Priyanka.
Hello, now I am explaining about the next part of this code. And the next part is creating a child process. It creates the child process, create a new process, and it is a primary thread. Null means no specific application path is given. The second parameter is used. Child program.exe is the child process to execute. This must be an existing executable. False. The new process does not inherit handles from the parent. Null means use this environment and working directly of the parameter. Next is the closed handlings. Close handling pi.h processing means releasing resourceable associated with the process and the thread handles. Next, close handle pi.h thread. Even though the handles are closed, the child process continues to run because the handles are just refers. Next, we'll explain with my team member Prarthana.
Hello everyone. Next, the output of the program. Priyanka, can you run the program? This is the output of the program. Next, let us see the key observation. Infinite process creation. The program creates an unlimited number of child processes, each running child program.exe. This leads to a resource exhaustion, CPU, memory, etc. on the system. Dangerous behavior. Such programs can crash a system. They are typically used for demonstration or testing under controlled environments. Error handling. It creates a process, fails, the program exits with an error message, but only for that specific iteration. If it succeeds, the handle are closed and the loop continues. Let us see the potential improvements. Error handling enhancements. Log errors to file for a better tracking. Keep the loop on repeated create process failures. Resource management. Use a mechanism to terminate create child process gracefully. Avoid infinite loops to prevent system crashes. Security enhancement. Validate the existence of child program.exe before attempting to create a process. Debugging. Add debug messages to monitor the number of processes created. And this is the complete which we had explained. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.